All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first and foremost, before we get started, we give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, HaKadosh. I want to say double honors to our elders, our great apostle, great millstone, mess, who rule well and teach well, being great example to Israel. All right, man, the elect. I want to say peace and blessings. All right, to the hopefully elect on the four corners, pushing the truth and sincerity. All right, that great song, the brother in the bottom to my right.
On the brother Tamayu.
All right, we just come with a lesson. All right, in the spirit of power of Yahweh, Shema Shai. All right, just basically, as I had named this title, Job for an example. And, we understand what Job went through. It was a bet, it was placed from the Most High Yahweh, all right, and it's Satan, to see what Job was going to break, all right, as he was tried and tested, and he had to go through the suffering, But guess what? Ultimate Job, what? He succeeded. He had got that victory, He endured. He kept his what? Integrity. And as you see lately, through the bullshit, all right, with the agents and how the Israelite camps is acting right now, we see that persecution is coming. You know what I'm saying? So in the time of our afflictions, we're gonna have to keep our integrity, man, knowing and understanding that the Lord has set this path. That's why I always, got proper preparation, prevent poor performance, because this the time that we supposed to be prepping ourselves, all right, to perform, for the Heavenly Father and the Son, man. That means what? To endure all things. As the scriptures say, endure all things for the elect's sake. Time is coming, all right? The hour of temptation is fastly approaching. Jacob's trouble is right around the corner. So these things that we hear and understanding that it's going to come to pass, we have to prep ourselves, man. But the main thing is we have to keep our integrity through all this. All right, suffering is part of the battle. Through much tribulation, shall you enter what? Into the kingdom of heaven. So you're going to suffer. But we're gonna get into it. Like I say, Lord willing, y'all brothers who's edified, and it's only for those that have what? Eyes to see and ears to hear, man. It ain't for the faint-hearted. It ain't for the weak. All right, the Lord looking for soldiers, man. So go ahead, brother, and we'll get on into it.
This is Job chapter 2, verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thy integrity?
Right. So his woman was asking him, because Job caught so much hell, he lost down to everything. Yeah. And then here it is, you got Keisha in your ear. Because like I said, you have to put yourself in Job position. Some men's gonna be faced with the same trial.
Yeah.
Now you done lost your job, you lost your car. You know what I'm saying? Just hell just coming upon you. And then now you got your woman like, damn, you ain't gonna go and do this, you ain't gonna go and do that. No, we have to rely on the spirit. So Job woman like, go ahead out.
This is Job chapter 2, verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thy integrity?
Right, so she would ask him, do you still retain your integrity after all this that, you done lost? Go ahead.
Curse the Most High and die.
So she was in that spirit as in to curse, so Satan hopped on her. So we got to be aware of that. You know what I'm saying? That the time comes when our woman with our kids trying to make us do certain things, we got to be aware of Satan may hop on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To test us. But we got to remain faithful. Go ahead.
But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women.
Right,
speakers.
You see? So he cut her. You're going to have a lot of women. Like majority of brothers that had women, they jump ship because they couldn't go along with the doctrine. They couldn't accept the way how Yahweh Shema Shai is. Oh, you talking about you gonna have more than one woman? Nah, not with me. You talking about I gotta suffer? I can't do this. I can't do that. Being an example of what? Lot's wife. See, a lot of women gonna be in their Lot's wife spirit. Looking back at the material things.
Yeah.
But that's why it's up to the man. We got to stay firm. We got to stay diligent.
Yeah, because the woman, they are emotionally attached to the society.
Right. Yeah.
We live in a society where it's really catered to the women. It's like a matriarchy, like a system that's governed by women. So that's why they're attached to this system. But for the men that have been called to the faith, you're not supposed to be attached to this world. You're supposed to be emotionless attached to this world. You're supposed to be dead to it. So when Satan hop on your wife, you know, you gotta have that same mindset that Job have. Like, man, hey, quit speaking like these foolish women.
That's right. You should know better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't seen the power of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know, you should know better. That's how you have to talk to him. Like, you know better. You know what I'm saying? But here it is, you got that mindset. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It said, what? Shall we receive good at the hands of the Most High, and shall we not receive evil?
Right, you see that? And then we're gonna lead us to Ecclesiastes 2:1. But we done signed a contract.
Come.
All right? We signed a contract in the spirit, man. Cause do we not what? What did it say, y'all?
It said, shall we receive good at the hands of the Most High?
Right, shall not we receive good? All the blessings that come with this? Go ahead.
And shall we not receive evil?
Right, and shall we not receive evil? Because what? The Lord is the balanced power.
Come.
That's why in Ezekiel, it speaks about it was in their mouth sweet as honey.
Yeah.
But as you digest it, they become what? Bitter. You see? So you're gonna get the good and the bad of the Heavenly Father. Here's a balanced power. But it also just to keep you humble and in line, man.
Yeah.
You know, but we understand only the righteous is gonna come out of that. Go ahead.
It said, and all this did not Job sin with his lips.
Right, you see that? After all this, what he done went through, lost kids, houses, everything, all his wealth, he did not sin. He ain't cursed the Most High. All right, he kept his integrity, man. So here it is. Time is coming. You got the Ecclesiastes 2:1. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right, it's better said than done. But this is the preparation. You know, the little small trials, the tribulation the Lord put you through, the little tests. You know, you come home, your lights ain't on. You're like, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? Something that happened. But it's the way that you handle that situation, the Lord testing you. And you're going to bug out, freak out, or you're going to like just depend on him. You're going to be in a calm mindset.
Yeah.
And well, how about my shot? Let's figure this thing out. Or you're just going to just act on your own emotions.
Yeah.
All right? Because time is coming, bro. All right? I just say the trial of your faith.
Yeah.
You know? So here it is. If you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself. All right, for what? Temptation. Because the Lord said he loved whom he chastised. If he chastised you, guess what? He dealing with you as a son.
Yeah.
You know?
If I could say, because if you claim that you serve the Lord, you best believe you're going to go through situation that Job went through. The Lord going to allow Satan to try you.
That's right.
To test you.
Yeah.
So for you to come to this faith, you're gonna be hit with all types of temptation. So Satan knows how to try you.
Right.
So he gonna be betting on the Lord. Oh, I bet I can get this servant right here out the truth. He claimed that he served you. Let's see. Let me put this affliction up on him. A bodily affliction.
Right.
Let me take his job away.
Right.
Let's see if he gonna still serve his woman away.
Yeah.
So these the things that, hey, you gotta prepare your mind for.
Yeah. And when we coming to the time of Jacob trouble, you know, and you gotta think about in a time of looting and riding, all right, martial law enter into the cities and states, what mindset you gotta be in. Understanding a lot of death has been you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be surrounded by a lot of death, killings. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna actually go through a time of the famine. You know, we have to endure these things, man.
Yeah.
You know, but guess what? The faith is what's gonna keep us sustained, man. You know, as he gonna say, go ahead.
It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
And that's the mindset Job had. All right, he endured his affliction. He kept his integrity. So guess what? We got to arm ourselves likewise with the same mind. You know, like I say again, it's better said than done. But at least we can practice now. Through these little hurdles the Lord putting us before us, these little speed bumps the Lord putting before us. At least we can practice now on conquering that until time comes. It'll be the big day, and guess what?
Yeah.
We pass with flying colors.
Yeah.
You know why? Because the time that the Lord have brought these things upon us, we depended on Him to bring us out of it. Go ahead, Doc.
It said, "Make not haste in a time of trouble."
Yeah, don't make haste to give up, to try to go do your own thing in a time of trouble. You got to understand that the Lord is molding you. He said He making us, He bringing us through the fire, but the fire is the affliction.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It said, "Cleave unto Him and depart not away."
Right.
That thou mayest be increased at the last.
Right.
End.
So you're gonna receive what salvation? You're gonna be increased at the last, man. But you got to hold dear to what? To the faith. Once again, he that dear to the end, the same shall be saved. Go ahead.
It said, "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully."
Right, and we understand that what we're involved in. So we have to take these things cheerfully, understanding that the Lord is dealing with us. The apostles, all right, they was beaten, and they rejoiced it because they understood the mission.
Let me get this precept.
Go ahead. You got something?
Yeah, this precept. This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. "No, now the chastening for the present seems to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth a peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which exercise thereby."
Yeah, you see that? But read it again. Said do what?
This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. "Now, no chastening for the present seems to be joyous."
Right, yeah, because you look at, that's on the outside looking in view.
Yeah.
When, like the example I just got done explaining it to, like speaking on the apostle when they was beating in front of all the, civilians, whatever.
Yeah.
On the outside looking in, like, God damn, they getting whipped. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? They were rejoicing. They was laughing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
"But grievous, nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised
right,
thereby."
Because that affliction, you straighten you right. Like as in the sword, and you put it in the fire, it makes like it's bent.
Yeah.
You put it in the fire, you quench it, you beat on it, and make it. And guess what? Through all them, the quenching the fire, putting it in the fire, let it burn. You hitting it, you pounding on it, the affliction, on the trials and tribulation. Guess what? You come out what? Perfect. And that's basically what the Lord is doing to us, man. You got it.
This is back at Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 4. "For whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully."
Yeah, we gotta take cheerfully, man. You go ahead.
"And be patient when thou art changed to a low estate."
Right, so here it is, like I say, Job for an example. He lost everything. But guess what? He kept his integrity. The Lord blessed him with more.
Double.
You know what I'm saying? Double everything. And did not the Lord promise that to the apostles?
Yep.
In Matthews? He said he'll give them back a what? 100-fold. Go ahead, Doc.
"For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable means in the furnace of adversity."
Right, going to what? Prove a friend first. And that's what the Lord is doing. When we say he called us friends, right?
Yep.
Well, we had to prove ourselves that we worthy to be his friends. And it's come with what? The affliction. But let Job be the example that, hey, you able to do the same thing, because everything written aforetime, what? Is written by our learning. You got it out.
This is James chapter 1, verse 2. "My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptation."
That's right. We got to count it all joy. Understanding that the Lord is doing this for a reason. It's a purpose behind this.
Yep.
Go ahead.
"Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience."
Right. And that's the key. Patience is the key. And a lot of people do not have patience. And that's what the Lord do to you. He'll put you in a situation just to test you.
Yep.
Because time is coming that we're going to be in a position that we don't want to be in. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? We're going to have to be patient in order to conquer that. We're going to have to be patient to overcome that. Because we don't, we're going to put ourselves in a position that we'll be destroyed.
Yeah.
Because we didn't wait and depend on Yahweh Shemashah to bring us out of this situation.
Yep.
Remember, one of my favorite precepts, Baruch 4:18. It said, he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemy. But guess what? You have to be patient. All right? As the time comes, we're going to be brought before kings and princes for his name's sake. We're going to have to be patient in them concentration camps.
Yep.
You know, we're going to have to be patient dwelling among the earth as pilgrims. We're going to have to be patient in all our walk, man.
Hey, especially when they implement the MOTB. Woo. Like when you don't know when you're going to get your next meal.
You're going to have to be patient.
You're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to have faith in the Lord.
You're going to have to wait.
It said, but let patience have a perfect works.
Right.
That ye may be perfect and tired, wanting nothing.
Right, exactly. You see that? Why? Because the Lord's going to deal, man. You know, but hey, let Job be the example for us to keep our integrity when time comes. Because it's going to come. You know? See the phone channel, it's going to come, you know? Go ahead, brother.
This is...
Yeah, Romans 8. 8 to 35.
This is Romans 8, chapter 35. It said, who shall separate us?
Right. Who shall separate us? Go ahead.
From the love of Yahweh Shai.
For the love of the Yahweh Shema Shai. Is you gonna let these things that we finna name separate you from your from your power? Go ahead.
Shall tribulation or distress?
Right. Shall tribulation? Cause that's coming.
Yep.
Tribulation is coming. Distress is coming. Hey, when you read 2nd Ezra 16th chapter, it said, this the beginning of sorrows and great mourning. You know what I'm talking about? Beginning of famine and great death. You know, when we see this when we see the economy crash, man, and they bring in a new world order, you know, is you gonna let this separate you from your power? You know, as the brother was speaking on, that's why the Lord said fast.
Yep.
You know, we go on group fasts, we go on fast our own, because that's prepping us, all right, in the time of we're gonna have to perform in real time.
Yep.
Like this practice right now. We know what I'm saying? We at practice right now. Cause practice make perfect, right?
Yep.
Because when you practice all week, then the game come on Friday or Saturday, you ready. Because you've been practicing all week.
Yep.
You know? So this is the time that we are practicing, all right, rehearsing the rights to acts. So when time comes, we're gonna have to apply that. And this will not, you know what I'm saying, knock us from our power. Even though we gotta go through it. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
It said, or persecution.
Look,
or famine.
Persecution. You know? Go ahead.
Or famine.
Or famine. Would that separate you from your power? Could that happen to Job? No?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It said, or nakedness, or pearls, or the sword.
Exactly. The guillotine. Is you gonna give up then? Because you see that guillotine, they putting your ass up under that motherfucker?
Yep.
Is you gonna let that separate you from your power?
Yep.
You know, you gotta keep your integrity. Go ahead, bro.
It said, as it is written, for thy sakes, we are killed all day long.
Yeah, you see? So we already dead.
Man.
You know? But through the understanding, the Lord got us. Because he got us either way. If we die, you know what I'm saying, so-called die, be put to death, or we to get delivered. Either way, we good. If we do it in Yahweh Shema Shai. Either way it go. You know, because he said the dead shall rise first. So you got to be put to death. Guess what? You're going to be risen first. So you have to keep that understanding, but that's how you got to have what? You got to have faith.
Yep.
See, Job had faith. That's why he kept his integrity. Why? Because he had faith. He knew, he said, shit, do we not receive good and evil from the Lord? You know, that took faith to believe that. His woman didn't have it. She was faithless.
But it just shows you women weren't given faith.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
It said we are accounted as sheep for the slaughter.
Right.
Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that love us.
Right. See, we are more than conquerors, man. That's why it's written in Philippians, it say we can do all things through Yahweh Shai who what? Strengthen us, man. Yahweh Bashim Shai, as we call upon him, gonna get us through everything that we need to get through. Why? Because our dependency is upon him. It's not upon our own flesh. It's not upon our own mind. It's upon the Lord. The Lord gonna get me out of this. The Lord gonna get me through this. Nah, I'm gonna get me through this. You know?
Yep.
Go ahead, Doc.
This is Luke chapter 9, verse 23. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself.
So and that's the first thing you had to do.
Yep.
You gotta deny yourself, man. I mean, that's making your body a living sacrifice. You gotta give it up. Apostle Paul, he had to give it up.
Yep.
He had high status. Moses, he had high status. But what? They gave it up. You see that? They gave it up, man. And guess what? We got to put on the same, you know what I'm saying? The same mindset. You got to give it up. Go ahead, bro.
It said, and take up his cross daily.
Now we got to bear our cross, man. Because we come to do a job for the Heavenly Father.
Exactly.
You know? We got to bear the indignation because we sinned against him. It said endure all things for the elect's sake. So to endure all things, you got to what? You got to endure the hell. You got to endure the affliction. You got to endure the losses.
Yeah.
But remember, them L's is lessons, man. And through them lessons, we get experience. And through experience, we have faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, because who brought you out of that? We all got personal testimonies. You know what I'm saying? The Lord bringing us out of cold ass situation there. Shit, we supposed to been through.
Yep.
You know? But go ahead, Doc.
It said, and take up his cross daily and follow me.
Exactly. So through all the affliction, the hell that you catch, you got to continue in it. You know? Because he that suffered with the Lord also shall reign with him.
Huh.
But they take faith too. We got it all.
It said, for whosoever would save his life shall lose it.
And that's a lot of people's mindset. They're going to try to save their life. They're going to go down to Egypt for help.
Yep.
Take their karama because their mama in their ear, baby mama in their ear, their kids in their ear, and take them like, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Instead of keeping their integrity and laying the law down like, bitch, shut up. We're going to depend on you. How about Shema Shai? Sit your ass back. Woo-woo. You know what I'm saying? No, a lot of niggas going to simp out, man, and go down there and hold their hand out.
Especially when that hour of temptation comes.
Shit.
When they roll out that MOTB, it's gonna be a whole lot of people folding in that day.
Folding, bro. Like lawn chairs.
Hell yeah, cause just like with that pandemic, when that shit had happened, it was a whole lot of people saying, I ain't gonna take it. But when people jobs was threatened, everybody started taking that shit.
And they blamed it on that.
Yeah.
And they blamed it on that. But you can't blame when the hour of temptation, boy, ain't nothing to blame it on right there. You know? Ain't nothing to blame it on there. Because they're going to be the life and death situation. Go ahead.
For whosoever would save his life shall lose it.
Right, you're going to lose it, man. Go ahead.
But whosoever would lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it.
Yeah, when we signed on that dotted line to come out here in the highways and the hedges, hey, we signed our life away, man. They would say we are dead in Yahweh Shai.
You
know? But go get that word integrity real quick.
And
then we'll go into that.
This is integrity in the etymology, 1400. It said, innocent, blameless, chastity, purity. It says, soundness, wholeness, completeness, purity, correctness, blameless.
Blameless. You see, blameless. Go ahead.
It says, the soundness of morals, principle, and character, entire uprightness.
Right. It said principles, morals, what else?
Entire uprightness.
Uprightness.
Or fidelity.
That's right. Look the word up, fidelity.
I think that goes into faithful.
Right. I know it, though. I want you to know that. Look it up.
Fidelity meaning. It said fidelity. This is fidelity in a Google dictionary.
Right.
It said faithfulness to a person, cause, or belief.
You see that? You know, so we gotta keep our integrity. Yep. You know, that's the faith, because it's impossible to please the Lord without faith. So it's just like, it's common sense. If you don't believe in me, why should I help you? If you don't believe I can do it, why should I help you? That's common sense. You know, you're not gonna help nobody that don't believe in you.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, nah.
You saying, I can fix your car. You know what I'm saying? But then they like, hell nah, I don't believe you can. Is you gonna still fix it? No. You gonna go on about your business, right? So that's the same way how the Lord feels. You don't believe that the Lord can bring you out of them situations. You think he gonna bring you out of them situations? No, nigga. You gotta believe. But your integrity gonna be tested.
Yep.
You gotta be proven first.
Can't be no lip service. You gotta show it with your actions.
That's it. That what really killed Christianity. Because they not doers of the word, they just only hearers. Because actions speak louder than words, and time is coming that we're gonna have to perform these things.
Okay.
You know, but go ahead, Doc.
This is Psalms chapter 26, verse 1. Judge me, O Lord, for I have walked in my own integrity.
Right.
I have trusted also in the Lord, therefore I should not slide.
And it's King David, right?
Okay.
A man after the most high heart, man. You know, so you know, you have to find yourself, all right, humble. But there was a humble man, a meek man. All right, and he was a king. You know, he wasn't proud. He understood that he knew the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, so he telling the Lord, hey, judge me, hey, look at me. You know, I kept my integrity. Go ahead.
Examine me, O Lord, and prove me, try me, reins in my heart. For thy love and kindness is before my eyes, and I have walked in thy truth.
See, and walking in his truth meaning what? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, man. All right, go ahead.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then Yahweh Shai has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind.
Right. It said, read it again.
This is 1 Peter chapter 1. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1, Salaki. For as much then as Yahweh Shai has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind.
Right, you see that? Keep on going.
For he that suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin.
Exactly, you see? Because we suffer, it say he that departed from evil, what? Making himself a prey.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because now we as like an outsider. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? We cease from sin because what? We not going out. You know what I'm saying? We offending less and less and less. You know, one more.
That he no longer should live the rest of his life, live the rest of his time in the flesh of the lust of men,
right?
But to the will of the Most High.
Right, so we have to do the will of the Heavenly Father and the Son, man. You know, and this part of the will, enduring. You know, suffering, bearing our cross. And looking at Job an example to how to keep our integrity. You know, understanding that persecution coming. You got it? Yes, 4 and 1.
This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1. I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you, that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called.
Right, you see that? We are called to do this. You know, they say you got to walk worthy of it.
Yep.
You know?
What's that?
And we look at Apostle Paul for an example. When the Lord told him that how he was going to suffer for his name's sake.
Yep.
You know? That's why Apostle Paul said we are prisoners. Prisoners of hope, prisoners of war. Go ahead.
This is Acts chapter 9, verse 15. But the Lord said unto him, go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me.
Right, so the Lord have chosen us. We ain't choose the Lord. You know? So the Lord have chosen us for this purpose, man. Go ahead.
To bear my name before the Gentiles and the kings and the children of Israel.
Right.
For I will show him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake.
Exactly, but he was chosen to do that. You see that? As the Lord have called us into this thing, man. So we had to bear, you know what, our cross in this walk. You know? And what, don't give up. What you got now?
Isaiah 48.
Come.
I'm gonna get this right quick. This is Isaiah chapter 48, verse 10. I have refined you, but not as silver is refined.
Right, because he had what? He putting us through these trials and tribulations. But it's ultimate to, at the end of the day, when we put through these situations, and we call upon him and things happen, we have to acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I did call on the Lord. Damn, the Lord did come through.
Yep.
Boom. Okay, then. And you start to see it work. You start to see it work. You know what I'm saying? And that's a equal of spiritual power, because we call upon the name and things happen. So when the time of trouble comes, when we start to really go through the hell that's coming down the pipeline, we still have that same mind. We call upon our power. We wait on him to deliver us out of this, you know what I'm saying, that problem. You know? Go ahead.
It said, I have refined you, but not as silver is refined.
Right.
Rather, I have refined you in the furnace of suffering.
You see that? He have refined us in the furnace of what? Suffering. You know? Because the only one can really bring us out of our situation is who? Yahweh Shema Shah at the end of the day. You know? But us being in the flesh, we get what? We get proud. We get carnal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We lose faith. You know, we be giving certain things. We forget about the truth. You know what I'm saying? We start to, because we like sheeps.
Yep.
Sheeps wander off. So the Lord always got to be right there to correct us with that rod, man, which is what? The word.
Yeah.
Put us back in line.
To keep us humble.
Yeah, them afflictions going to keep your ass straight.
Yep.
You know, going to always keep you, you know what I'm saying, your mind of upright.
And this is the same thing with Apostle Paul when he had that thorn in his flesh, and he was I think he was praying to the Lord, like, take the pain away. And what he said, I forgot what he said. He said something that matter
of fact, grab it real quick. You know, the Acts, probably Acts I'll say 29, 30.
That's it. Second Corinthians. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 7. It said, at least I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of revelation. There was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan to buff me, lest I should be exalted above measure.
Yeah, and we all have our thorn. You know, we all have our thorn, man, in the flesh.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that I might depart from me. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficiency for thee. For my strength is made perfect in the weakness. Most gladly, therefore, I rather glory in my infirmity, that the power of Yahweh Shai may rest upon me.
You see that?
Come.
So here it is, in his affliction, when he was weak, then when the Lord has shown his power. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine if we is in a concentration camp. The Lord finna come through and make what? And make miracles.
Come.
You know, that's really when the Lord finna show his power. When we at our bare end. You know what I'm saying? The Lord coming through, making shit happen.
Yep.
You know? Read that part again. He said what? Through what? Your affliction?
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficiency for thee. For my strength is made perfect in weakness.
Right, you see, his strength is made perfect when we are weak. Go ahead.
Most gladly, therefore, would I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahweh Shai may rest upon me.
Ooh, it's cold. Go ahead.
That was it on there. Well, I can read 10.
Yeah.
It said, therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities.
Right, see, he said he take pleasure in catching hell. You know, why? Because he understands the Lord is dealing with him. He understands the Lord is bringing him out of all that he is going through. You have to, when you understand that, then you don't mind.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? You don't mind sacrificing when you understand the Lord got your back like that. You know? Go ahead.
It said, in reproach, in necessities, and persecution, and distress, for Yahweh Shai's sake. For when I am
it said
weak,
for whose sake though?
For Yahweh Shai's sake.
Right, and that's the difference between us as men of the Lord and those that believe, and 2/3 that don't believe. You see, because we look for that straight gate. I mean, going through straight gate, but we look for the wide. But 2/3 gonna hope and not see the wide. You know, which is what the kingdom of heaven. Read the little part again out.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 10. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities,
right,
in reproach, in necessities, in persecution,
right,
in distress,
right,
for Yahweh's sake.
For Yahweh's sake. You see that? By us going on the highways and the hedges, it's for the Lord's sake. You know, how we gonna be persecuted? Well, who gonna be? It say that in Luke 21. He said we're gonna be brought before kings. Right? For whose sake? The name of Yahweh Shema Shai. You see? Go ahead.
For when I am weak, then I am strong.
Right. Through who? Through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know? See, a lot of niggas think they're gonna do it on their own. You know what I'm saying? No, nigga, you can't defeat E on your own. You're gonna need Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Alright? We can't do this alone. We need him. You know? We're gonna end it on that. Go ahead, brother.
This is Matthew chapter 19, verse 27. It said, Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
Right. He said, we have forsaken all. Just going back to remember Job for an example, how he kept his integrity, how he had lost everything. You know, so us right now, when time comes, we're going to lose a lot of things. Family, friends, material things, we're going to lose it. You know, but we got to be in the mindset of Job to keep our integrity. You know, keep the faith. All right? Because we're going to give up a lot of things, but here it is, the apostle asking Yahweh Shai. They said, man, how long, man? We forsaking everything, man. Like, what the hell we going to get in return? You know, I lost my wife. You know what I'm saying? I had my kids. You know, my job. Like, you know, like, damn, you know, what we going to get? Go ahead.
And Yahweh Shai said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in a regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the thrones of his glory,
right,
ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones,
right,
judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Woo. That's going to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. Their government body, you know, speaking of the elect, go ahead.
It said, and everyone that has forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
Now, like I always say, Young Jesus out this song, you gotta believe. You know what I'm saying? You gotta believe this.
Yep.
Cause this is what gonna, like I say, cause you don't believe this, then your faith gonna wonder. You know what I'm saying? Your faith gonna wonder when you're being put in certain situation, and you don't believe that Yahweh Shai gonna, you know what I'm saying, return that favor 100-fold. Your faith gonna wander off. You gonna lose faith. You know, but if the Yahweh Shai say he is a man that he should not lie, man. And he said, I'm gonna prepare a place for you. You know what I'm saying? If not, I would not told you. So here it is, the Lord gonna bless us with even more, but we're gonna have to endure the persecution and the hell that come with it now. As he done it. He is our prime example.
Yep.
We read about it. You know? We speak about it. Here it is. We're gonna be put in that same lot. And guess what? We want to say, as Yahweh Shai said, it is finished. You know, we want that victory, man. Because we understand through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, the gates of hell ain't gonna prevail, and that's Esau. You know? So we're gonna have to overcome all this, but we're gonna have to overcome through what? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai.
Yep.
Because that's how Job kept his integrity. Because he understood and he knew and he believed and he had faith. You know, that's what we're gonna have, man, because when time comes, who knows? You know, who knows, man? That's why we gotta get it while the getting is good now. All that we can learn and understand and get, because it's gonna help us in a time of trouble. So Lord willing, y'all brothers and sisters edified. The next time we're gonna say, we're gonna give our honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hakwadash. I ain't gonna say double honors to our elders and peace, blessing, hope, and elect. Next time, Shalom. Papa Ball. Hey, Baraka Akim, man. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.